Hello, this is Professor Rashid Hashmi, and you are watching Sharda TV, a channel of the students, for the students, and by the students of Sharda School of Media, Film and Entertainment, Sharda University. Sharda School of Media, Film and Entertainment means a commitment, a resolution to make the students a better human being, a filmmaker, a cinematographer, video editor, anchor, and a reporter. And today I am having with me the man behind, the grey matter behind, the brain behind this journey of making, none other than Professor Sanjeev Sood. Thank you so much. He is a faculty, he is a teacher, cinematographer, filmmaker, and FTII alumni. So thank you so much for sparing time for this special podcast edition. Let me start with you in your own form, in your own language. How do you incarnate lights, camera, action in Sharda School of Media, Film and Entertainment, Sharda University?
See, Professor, you have to understand one thing, that any institution is known by its students, and how students are shaped are by its faculty. It's very simple. If you have quality faculty, then you will shape quality students. And fortunately, in Sharda, there's a lot of emphasis on employing, qualified faculty from premier institutes. Like you said, I am alumnus of FTI. FTI is one of the premier institutes in filmmaking in India, and it's recognized world over.
Since Sharda School of Media, Film and Entertainment, sir, it's fully equipped with state-of-the-art equipment, and you are saying that we used to shape the future generation of filmmakers. What exactly is the process? What exactly is the mechanism to shape future filmmakers?
See, to shape future filmmakers, basically you need some kind of substance in the filmmaker. You have to inculcate the substance. Getting state-of-the-art equipment is not going to produce good students.
Oh, yeah.
It's like saying that state-of-the-art camera cannot work by itself. You need a brain behind it. So, mechanism in Sharda is that, of course, we provide them with the top-of-the-line filming equipment that is available. In addition to that, there's a lot. Film industry is a dynamic industry. Every day, something new is coming. So, any educational institute probably cannot have the range of the equipment that is required and that is being used in the industry. So, what we do, we conduct live workshops. That means we invite outside filmmakers to come to Sharda and actually use our location and our students for their professional filming work.
Well, Professor Sood, since we are not only in conservative filmmaking, we have been an eyewitness of the paradigm shift of filmmaking, paradigm shift towards the digital journey, towards OTT production as well. So, in addition to the conservative way of teaching the film and drama, do you also keep in mind or keep in priority the OTT kind of a thing or the digital paradigm shift?
Yes. Now, students, those who come, they hardly know anything about films because that is the past. Celluloid I'm talking about. Migration is complete to digital. Now, on top of digital, new things are coming up. Like OTT is also old. The latest thing in the market is smartphone.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Correct.
And as I told you, it's a dynamic industry. What we do, we keep updating our syllabus.
Okay.
And we keep including everything that is new in the market. So, we have introduced smartphone filmmaking at our graduate and postgraduate level, right? And I mean, we keep pace with the current scenario in the market.
Since Sharda School of Media, Film and Entertainment, that really provides a bouquet of filmmaking, cinematography, video editing, anchoring, reporting as well. means media studies, the mainstream media, and the fiction part, fiction and non-fiction both. So, how do you differentiate students as to which of the student has to be admitted towards the news kind of a industry standard and the rest for the filmmaking?
No, it's other way around. Unfortunately, at secondary school level, media is not taught as a subject, neither journalism or filmmaking. So students who come to us after having graduated from school, they have no idea about media or filmmaking, fiction, non-fiction, journalism. So what we do, we have an orientation semester for them. So first year, they study all possible disciplines related to journalism, filmmaking, or let's put it this way, audiovisual medium. But that does not exclude print. That also include print media and radio and everything. Different tools of mass communication. So what happens by the end of first year, students have got fair good idea. And we also get to assess students whether they are more inclined towards fiction filmmaking, news reporting, fiction or non-fiction. So we are able to classify, and that's how we make groups and we divide them.
Someone from my acquaintance, some of my known one was really confused about the genres of the media or audiovisual medium. He was just asking to me whether his kid should get admitted to the mainstream media course or filmmaking or video editing or some specialized course. How do you differentiate the genres, various genres?
See, I don't blame parents or students for that, because the very simple reason is that, again, I'll repeat, at secondary level, films are not being taught, right? Neither journalism. I think now efforts are being made in CBSE syllabus. They are trying to incorporate these subjects, but till that time, parents will remain confused. Students will also remain confused. They would know. I'll tell you very interestingly, when I conduct interviews for admission, most of the students who want to come in, they want to be anchor.
Oh.
So I ask them a very simple question, that you want to be anchor for fiction or non-fiction. So now, it's a bouncer for them. They don't understand what is an anchor in fiction. So then I ask them, you see Kaun Banega Crorepati? What do you think Amitabh Bachchan is doing? He's anchoring the show. He's not acting. He's acting, that's okay. But essentially he's anchor. In Big Boss, what is Salman Khan doing?
Of course, he is doing anchoring.
So anchoring is not confined only to journalism or, what do you call that, news reporting. So then they get confused. So then I ask them, what kind of anchor you want to be? You want to be news anchor or you want to be Salman Khan kind of anchor?
Actually, the parents always need a guarantee for their kids these days. A new phrase has been innovated in every field. Well, there are two phrases in your field, real life and real life. Someone told me you cannot avoid artificial intelligence in real life or in real life. So, do you incorporate artificial intelligence or AI tools also in filmmaking teaching?
Oh, that is a game. I mean, that is the in thing these days. Artificial intelligence has always been part of our lives. When you do word processing, how is that happening? It's artificial intelligence.
Correct.
Probably you don't name it that way. You call it machine learning. But now with ChatGPT becoming household name, people are getting exposed to the advantages of artificial intelligence. And then there is a debate whether artificial intelligence is going to cut down on jobs or, it's going. See, it's very simple. Artificial intelligence is not a howa. It's a way of life. It's a machine learning.
Correct.
Right? So what we have done, we have introduced courses in artificial intelligence not only at engineering level, but even to the students of film and television. We are exposing them to the word of artificial intelligence. And in case of artificial intelligence, there's a step ahead, virtual reality, augmented reality.
Correct. True.
There's so many things still students are not exposed to.
Yeah.
So
AR, VR, and all
AR,
these
VR,
things.
yeah. So these are the things we introduce. And
Well, I attended your some of your master classes, and let me tell you, sir, let me tell you, Professor Sood, those are really masterpiece. Masterpiece for what? Let me explain myself in a very clear way. You teach your students gradually. You start with still photography, I guess on SLR cameras. Then you shift yourself and your student to the mobile journalism, mobile video making, then towards the electronic camera, then to celluloid and digital filmmaking as well. How do you find this gradual journey? Is it really necessary for your students to be taught about the SLR camera as well for AV medium?
it's absolutely necessary. See, as I told you, this subject is not taught at school level. So we have to start from scratch. So we have to start from basics. So DSLR is the bare minimum. DSLR means digital single reflex cameras. That's a bare minimum. And then we graduate them to electronic cameras. And then you cannot say that we demote them to smartphone. You know, smaller the tool, more difficult it is to control it. So then we take them to the journey of smartphone filmmaking. So by the time a student comes out, he's a complete package. And you know, more and more news channels these days, they're shifting to mobile.
But I'm sure that you must be having challenges with these packages as well, because you are having students from where Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Nigeria, Sudan, and various states and nations as well. So how do you manage to confront these challenges? Because you must be confronting some language barriers as well.
No, there's no language barrier as such, because even students who are coming from countries outside, they are fairly conversant with English. So our medium instruction primarily is English, because we got a lot of foreign students. But that does not mean we neglect our national students. So we use, hybrid kind of language.
इसका मतलब यह है कि प्रोफेसर संजीव सूद का जो स्वैग है वो अंग्रेजी में भी और हिंदी में भी।
दोनों में।
अच्छा।
और होता क्या है कि स्टूडेंट्स जब आते हैं ना, तो उनको हम इस तरीके से एंगेज करते हैं that they become more and more curious to learn more. After every class, they are looking forward for the next class. They are not looking forward to bunk. That's why in my classes, attendance is nearly 100%.
Oh, that's superb.
So students don't bunk my classes. That means I make subject interesting enough for them. And you have to understand one thing. Our job is very simple now. If we were not in the age of television and electronic media, then probably we had to initiate them. If they were only print journalism and radio, then our job would have been more difficult. The students who come in, they are exposed. They know what is OTT, they know what is channel, different news channels. So they're curious to learn. Once they are curious to learn, half our problems are over. Now our job is only to engage them and teach them in a way so that their interest remains alive and they become.
Well, Professor Sanjeev Sood, it has been said and it has been taught to us that filmmaking comes with an idea. Idea comes with an innovative generation. Innovative generation is a gradual and logical thinking with rationales. Does this rationale comes from FTII Pune journey?
Well, we already have that rationale because we are graduates of FTI. Only thing is we have to inculcate that into the students or pass it on to the students. And I take pride in the fact that we are from premier institutes of this country. So that means we have grown in a film culture. We have grown or we have studied in a particular way. Our effort is always to create that kind of ambience around our classes and the quality of education, quality of inputs that is given to students is obviously at par with FTI. I mean, whatever I have learned at FTI, मैं वही तो आगे बताऊंगा ना.
Correct.
I cannot unlearn and talk about something which is different. So student has this advantage, added advantage. Unlike I'm not aware in other media schools around, there are not too many
Well, sir, if I'm not wrong, Sharda University is only university in Delhi NCR who is having FTII faculty.
Yes, you're right. See, as I told you, in Sharda University, there's a lot of emphasis on hiring quality faculty, right? And when it comes to filmmaking or journalism, then the premier institutes in this country are FTI and MCRC.
That means with the dialogue of अमिताभ बच्चन कि मेरे पास बंगला है, गाड़ी है, पैसे हैं, तुम्हारे पास क्या है?
हमारे पास FTI की फैकल्टी,
हाँ, SSMFE शुड से हमारे पास में FTII की फैकल्टी है और FTII की फैकल्टी अपने साथ में 38 इयर्स का एक्सपीरियंस लेकर के हमारे साथ में है और ये 38 इयर्स का जो एक्सपीरियंस है इसमें टेक्निकलिटीज़ हैं, इनमें लॉजिकल थिंकिंग है, इसमें फिल्म मेकिंग है, इसमें सिनेमेटोग्राफी है, करेक्ट?
everything. And the kind of inputs are given to the students are obviously at par with the industry standards. So once our students graduate, they are industry ready. It becomes very easy for them to find placements. It becomes very easy for them to excel in the interviews. Because obviously when somebody comes from outside and when they interview our students, they are very impressed by their knowledge and their attitude.
Well, Professor Sanjeev Sood, SSMFE hasn't been the follower, it has been a trendsetter. Trendsetter because the students from SSMFE have been placed in really various fields. Tell us your experience about the alumni of SSMFE, students who have been placed in OTT production, filmmaking, etc.
Okay, I'll put it this way. Many of our alumni, they are not only placed, they are placing. They have their own production houses.
Okay.
They are creating jobs. They are hiring others to work for them. Like one example that comes in my mind is the 2019 batch student, Apur. He is doing remarkably well in industry. मिर्ज़ापुर का टाइटल सीन सारा उसी ने किया था. उसके अलावा भी he's got a lot of things to his credit. Not only in industry, our students are studying abroad for master's degree. My first batch students have gone to Australia. One of my students is already posted in United Nations in USA.
Since you are from FTII Pune, and I must say like this, FTII Pune means sanctum sanctorum to the creativity. Correct, sir?
True.
Okay. So, what have you brought from FTII Pune to Sharda University? And whenever you look at the future, with future perspective and the creativity that you have brought from the sanctum sanctorum of filmmaking, that is FTII, how do you incorporate, how do you amalgamate the things, the creative things to create something innovative and futuristic?
See, in FTI, I didn't even study filmmaking. I grew in film culture. So that is a culture I bring with me.
The culture of Amitabh Bachchan, Jaya Bachchan, Danny.
That is only for fiction.
Okay.
There's another stream, non-fiction, documentary filmmaking, right? So film culture, how to be disciplined, how to work in the industry, what industry expects of you, all those things. They're not taught in the classroom curriculum. That is not part of your syllabus.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things students, they learn from us. The very simple thing like to be disciplined and to be punctual. What is the importance of being punctual? So you rightly said, we give them example of Amitabh Bachchan. He's never late on the sets. You can check your घड़ी आप मिला सकते हैं अपनी. He's so punctual. Not only Amitabh Bachchan, there are many. So we teach them how to grow in film culture and how to kind of, get absorbed in the industry seamlessly. That is our whole rationale of teaching them films and
Well, when I first heard about Sharda University, I came to know that Sharda University believes in complete package of making students a good human being in terms of culture, a good human being in terms of professional, and a professional human being who should reflect the culture of Sharda University in the industry. When someone asks from me why Sharda University, I have my own rationales, I have my own logics and my own answer. But when I ask same question from you, Professor Sanjeev Sood, how do you reply? Why Sharda University, and what could be the major takeaways from the studies inculcated to the student in Sharda University?
See, first of all, Sharda University is absolutely updated with the current scenario in the market. For example, new education policy. Sharda University was one of the first universities to implement new education policy. And anything that is new that happens, or anything we are guided by the UP Higher Education Board to incorporate in our syllabus, we keep doing that. So our syllabus is also very dynamic. It keeps evolving. It keeps updating year by year. So biggest advantage of studying in Sharda is that you are up to date with the current trends in the market.
That means you are saying like in your own way of signature style of thinking and signature style of communication, that is picture abhi baki hai mere dost, futuristic picture abhi baki hai mere dost.
Yeah, there's miles to go before you sleep, and there's a lot to learn. Our effort is that whatever little time we get with the students, 3 years, right? In fact, lifetime is short to learn filmmaking. So in 3 years, we make them into complete package so that they can kickstart their career.
I want you to conclude this podcast edition with your own style of lights, camera, action, and the message to students, the message to the parents.
Message is very simple and clear that, there are a lot of new job opportunities are coming in the market. New professions are coming up in the market. Even in the field of media, earlier it was only radio, television, or films. Now we are talking about OTT platforms, right? So come with an open mind. There's a lot to learn, and come with an open mind and be sincere in your studies, and then you are bound to excel.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, this was Professor Sanjeev Sood, and this podcast edition reflects the true passion, the true journey of a filmmaker, a faculty, and a teacher from SSMFE. And I must tell you that SSMFE is having the resolution of the future, and because of which Sharda University always say, Sharda University, the world is here, where are you?